Hello everyone. In the last tutorial, we basically saw how to use string variables, numeric variables. We saw what string values are, what numeric values are, and how to manipulate them. In this tutorial, we'll see how conditional statements work. Conditional statements are the way by which you can ask the computer to make a decision. So let's start with a simple program. So let's ask age. So enter your age. So in this program, we are basically asking the user to enter his age, and then we'll do something, and then let's just print it and see what happens. So when I say run, it's gonna say I am say 30, so it's gonna just print 30. Now let's prompt the value your age is, and we add this. So let's see what happens now. So we basically get the message your age is 30. In case you want to make a decision based on an age, say if you want to make a decision and show different messages based on the age, say if the user enters an age value greater than 18, you want to show something, and if the user enters a value less than 18 and you want to show some other message. So how would you do that? So that is where we use the if command. So when you can say if age is greater than, this is the symbol we use for greater than 18, then you say print adult. Otherwise you can say print child. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are asking the user to enter the age, and if the age is greater than 18, we print adult. If the age is less than 18, less than or equal to 18 actually, we print child. And then we also just print this just for the fun of it. So now let's run this program and see what happens. When you say 15, it will say child, and it says your age is 15. Same way, let me run it. Now I'm going to say I'm 30. Now it's going to say adult and your age is 30. So this is what we use if conditions for. So if is a very important command in most programming languages. That is what allows you to make decisions. So you say if as the keyword, and then you give a condition. When the condition is true, when the condition is satisfied, whatever commands you put after then will get executed. If the condition fails, then whatever you put after else would get executed. You always have to terminate an if statement with an endif. So this is a typical if endif block. This is typically called as an if endif block. The reason we have if, else and endif as a block is you can actually put multiple commands in each block. You can say another one, adult, you are old enough. And here I can actually put another command, you are not old enough. So here if you look at it, what we are basically saying is if this condition is satisfied, then these two commands will get executed. If the condition is not satisfied, then these two commands will get executed. Now when I put 15 as the age, you will see that it says child and you're not old enough, which means that these two commands are getting executed because this is a condition that is getting satisfied. When I run it again and then I say 30 and press OK, these two commands, adult, you're not old enough, so these two commands are getting executed. So now we can actually see how an if statement works for us. You can actually use if statements without else also. So you can do something like this. If age, let me remove this. So what will happen is only if age is greater than 18, this will get printed. So now I can run this. I'll enter 30. What happens is these two commands get executed because the condition is satisfied. I can run again. Now when I say 15, because there is nothing that we have put, only if this condition is satisfied, we have asked the if command to run these two statements, but we have not given any else statement. So which means that nothing will happen. Because the condition did not satisfy, the if command will directly go to endif and then it will print this value. So that's what you are seeing here. So conditional statements are used to selectively execute code. It is extremely useful for making decisions in programs.